Alright, what is up everybody? Coming back at you with another video on the channel today, and we have got another knife review to do, and go figure. So we have got a Protech, first one of these I've had in a long time. I've had one other Protech, wanted this one for a while, finally came across the right one, went ahead and snagged it up. So I wanted to do this to kind of break up the Medford reviews. I did the Marauder H, I did the Fighter Flipper, I did my Midi Marauder, and then I've got this one to do, the Envoy, another sweet Medford. So to break that up just a little bit, we're going to do this Protech. So if you don't know about Protech, they got famous for their automatic knives. They are American made and manufactured. They have a facility, I'm not sure where it is, but it is in America. So this one is a PVK Vegas exclusive. This one has the red handles, solid red handle, DLC black blade, CPM 3V. Reverse Tonto blade. So I do have a 3V Marauder H, and I haven't had a ton of experience with 3V blades still. That Marauder is my first 3V still. I normally like to stick with stainless since I'm not really a hard user. They sit more than anything, especially when I have so many. But anyways, when they're DLC coated, kind of takes that worry away. So let's get into it. Standard Protech packaging here. You slide this over, able to flip into it here. Limited lifetime warranty. Warranted to the original owner to be free from defects and materials. I don't like that. I think a warranty, especially on a higher end knife, needs to be transferable. So like I said, this is a PVK Vegas exclusive. They actually have some black, all black versions left. But I really like this kind of dark maroon and black combo. And let's check it out, guys. This is the Malibu. So this is Protech's most popular knife at this point. You know, the second these things drop, they sell out within a few minutes. Especially on the bigger retailers. There's another one, that is the Protech Mordax. I believe it is a little bigger, if I'm not mistaken, it's more of just like a drop point, standard blade shape. They did a recent drop of those in Magna Cut. Anyways, like I said, I saw this one and I really like the color combo. Kind of set it off there. Normally not a huge fan of red, but with the black DLC, I think it's a very attractive looking knife. So just opened this a little while ago. Had a interesting situation getting this delivered. Talk about that in a minute. But let's talk about what you get here. So you get that CPM 3V blade, this very good looking reverse Tonto. Now this is a button and or plunge lock knife. You can see the plunger there. As you push that button in, that plunger disengages and allows your blade to fall down. Now, one thing I noticed immediately, and I've seen a lot of people talk about on this Malibu, is the detent. A lot of times on your plunge lock knives, they've got kind of a weaker, kind of a spongy detent. The detent on this knife is fantastic. You do get some jimping on your flipper tab there. Oh, and it really fires out. It's such a good detent, guys. I mean, this would be a good detent on a frame lock knife, let alone a plunge lock. Really fantastic in the action right out of the box here. As you can see, we are pendulum drop shutty. So just one quick button push. So, you know, there are just two methods of deployment. Obviously, your flipper tab there. You can flick it, close it, flick it, close it, which is very fun. Or you can engage your button and sling it out there, which very fun. So this is a very fidgety knife. It is running on bearings. I do believe it is steel bearings in there, being Protech. The only bill, I put a little lube on the button there. I probably shouldn't have. Let me wipe that off. The only billboarding on this knife at all, right here on the blade, if that will focus, there we go. Protech CPM 3V. Like I said, is that exclusive. These are sold out. I got this on eBay, sold as a new knife, but from a reseller. Just paid a little bit of tax, not too bad to get this one, and I'm really digging it. Size wise, I think we're right at a 3-inch blade, right at 7.5 overall. Not a very big knife, but with my 2XL hands, I got about half a pinky hanging. No jimping up here to be found, but it is still comfortable in hand. You know, I can get mostly a 4-finger grip on it. Detent is just amazing, guys. I can't get over that. I had a Hoback Sumo, and the detent on that was nowhere near this good. This really is a top tier detent. I do have a little bit of button stick. You can hear it here. You hear that kind of clicking sound. Hopefully that'll wear out. I know some people get like really bad button stick. If it gets real bad, I'll disassemble it and do a little bit of polishing in there. Should be able to get it out. You know, it's one of those things with the plunge lock. Most of them are going to have it for a little while. And if you don't, you normally don't have the tightest of lockups. But everything feels great. Just a really well put together knife. Initially, I really don't like this clamshell design. I think that looks kind of cheap. I did have a Protech / Strider SNG in the operator version. I ended up selling that after a few days. I'm just not a huge automatic guy. I like being able to play with my knives, open and close them, one-handed and whatnot. But anyways, the build quality was great though. Fired super hard. Same thing here. These are aluminum handles. I do believe that is anodized. Now that line's not terribly noticeable, so it's not as bad as I initially thought. I do like it overall. But I'd kind of been wanting a button lock back in the collection since I sold that Sumo. I had a couple Civivi button locks, but I ended up just kind of selling them off as I got tired of them. And yeah, I really like this little knife. Like I said, that detent, I can't stress enough how solid and good that detent is. If you've never disassembled a plunge lock, it's actually really simple. All you have is your lock button here, as you can see, and then there's a spring. There's a little cutout on this scale, and there's a spring sitting in there, and it interfaces with the blade, and that's really it. They're pretty simple. Once you figure out how to put them back together, it's, you know, minimal parts but a cool design. Let's do a quick sharpness test on my random small piece of paper. Oh yes. Let's see. Oh, that was my fault. Okay. Pretty sharp overall. Oh yeah, she's a slasher. I like that. I like that. Plenty sharp enough for me. A little strop action. I think we'll get that thing hair popping sharp. Well, we'll probably pop a couple as we speak. Let's see. I think so, guys. I think so. We got a little bald spot, but as you can see, very, very sharp, and just a very well put together knife. Yeah, with the delivery incident, went out for delivery this morning like usual. Then about the time it should have been delivered, I checked the tracking, and it said delivery attempt. What did it say? Animal intervention or something. And I had my dog tied outside. He was tied up, couldn't get within 20 feet of the mailbox. And I guess the guy pulled up and saw him, just kept driving. I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, you know, I get you're sketched out with the dogs, but he was tied up. Must have been a new mail guy, because the normal guy, you know, knows the dog, knows he's cool. But anyways, where I sell and trade so many knives, I know a guy at the post office, so I went down there. talked to him. He gave me a supervisor's phone number. I called that supervisor, was real cool with him, kind of explained what was going on, and he actually went out of his way to go and grab that package from the carrier and bring it back to my house. And I was very, very impressed with that, and I couldn't be happier. Just went completely out of his way to help me out there. So I want to give a shout out to USPS, especially right now with this holiday craziness they got going on. For him to go out of his way to do that was really cool. So yeah, so guys, that is the Protech Malibu pocket clip. Real quick, deep carry pocket clip, almost flush with the end of the knife, but just a little back. Perfect, if you ask me. As you can see, inset pocket clip with inset screws. Couldn't get any better. Fantastic pocket clip. In and out of pocket's great. Absolutely killing it on the pocket clip. I mean, they're just doing everything right on this knife, guys. It's about the perfect size to really EDC it. I'm really digging it. I really am. Man, if you can get one of these at retail, you'd be crazy to not pick one up at like $250 or whatever these are. Great value. American-made knife. Like I said, this one in that 3V steel is really cool with this red colorway. And these are sold out, like I said. So yeah, it's more of a rare one. Kind of up my alley. I like stuff you can't just buy right now. So this was perfect for me. You know, who wants a common Malibu? A lot of people, I guess. But, you know, I like uncommon. So anyways, guys, there it is, the Protech Malibu, a fantastic little button lock knife. You should definitely check out. I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned. A little update on my Medford infraction. If you haven't seen my short, go check out my shorts. The stop pin fell out of the infraction, and we're on these Medfords. They are external stop pins. That completely renders your knife useless. You go to open it, and the blade just keeps going backwards. They had it about a week and a half, but it is in the mail on its way back to me. They said they have fixed it. So we'll see. I'm hoping the action's still as good as it was once I get it back. But if not, you know, we'll go from there. Only downside on this Malibu, not perfectly centered, just slightly off. I could probably get that better. And the pivot looks like an Allen key. It is not a Torx, so that's unfortunate. The pocket screws are T6, it looks like. Yeah, definitely Torx bits. Are those Torx bits? No, those are Allens. Why Torx bit and then Allen? Anyways, appreciate you guys watching. Check out some of my other videos. Subscribe for new knife content coming weekly. And have yourself a great day.